I got commissioned after Indian Military Academy training into the armed forces. So the entire team is India Green Building certified. Effective leaders possess a unique blend of qualities. Some of these are vision, integrity, empathy of ESG, including governance, of course, is a part of my core. Contribute towards ESG, contribute towards healthy GDP.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the esteemed FaceTime with Leaders, an initiative by World Development Corporation. My name is Tanay All, and I'm an anchor at World Development Corporation. FaceTime with Leaders is a platform for industry veterans to come together to share their knowledge, ideas, thoughts, and best practices with one another, as well as with upcoming industry leaders. We have one such multi-sectoral leader on FaceTime with Leaders with us today, Mr. Nitin Raj. We welcome you on the show, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Tanay.
He has a diverse background encompassing the armed forces, large corporations, and the non-profit sector. Throughout his career, he has been instrumental in driving transformational initiatives, leveraging technology as a business enabler, and fostering strategic partnerships with international and domestic stakeholders. Having served in the Indian Army's Corps of Signals with distinction for over 2 decades, holding various leadership positions, noteworthy being head of operational staff functions, managing a cross-functional technical team and leading strategic planning and training initiatives. His tenure saw him spearheading complex projects in challenging terrains, earning him commendations and medals for exemplary service. Transitioning into the corporate world, he continues to excel in leadership roles. In his current role as Deputy Director of Program Delivery at the Clinton Health Access Initiative, he leads transformational initiatives and strategic partnerships to drive program excellence. So, sir, our viewers would like to know in brief about your career journey across the military, non-profit, and corporate sectors with important milestones achieved in each.
Thank you so much, Tanay. I'll be very happy to talk about this. But before that, I'm really grateful to you for providing this platform, to you as well as Directors Institute. Yeah, I would love to talk about the 35 years of work X that I've been able to put in and across diverse fields, as you very elaborately said. The journey began at the grueling NDA tenure, and thereafter I got commissioned after Indian Military Academy training into the armed forces in the Corps of Signals. It's called Corps of Signals, and which really looks after telecommunication and electronic warfare. So in the armed forces, I got to do this BTech in electronics and telecommunication and got some very exciting roles to work on. And each role is different, very challenging. The armed forces actually ensure that you see every kind of terrain. So jungle, mountains, deserts, plains, each one had its own challenge and the learning enriching experience. However, I was bitten a little by the bug to see the corporate life, and I took the GMAT, went to IIM Calcutta for PGPX, post seeking early release from armed forces. But I had put in 20 years then. That was an interesting experience and kind of the a clear catalyst for change into me, because the armed forces have a certain way of functioning, whereas the transition to corporate was smoothened by this change. And post IIM Calcutta, I went to Blue Star, leading HVAC company, as everyone knows. I got a very interesting role, corporate planning and strategy, which helped me in understanding their markets and how they unearth the blind spots in marketing. That was a very, very interesting foundational experience. The next change was a very different one into the operations in ICICI Bank. Now, ICICI Bank has a team called Infrastructure Management and Support Group, which is a fantastic team. I really loved my experience, very focused, very professional work. But it was the early beginning of my, ESG or sustainability or, reduction of the emissions journey. ICICI Bank is very focused on that. and that the entire team is India Green Building certified. So that was a very interesting experience. Post that, I got this exciting offer again in the development sector, joining this international NGO called William J. Clinton Foundation, which is an affiliate of Clinton Health Access Initiatives, as you were saying. This is in the healthcare sector. Some very prominent donors contribute money, and since MP is one of the lagging states, so to say, in some of the development indices. So I've been focusing on the state of MP, manage the program delivery. Again, it's an intersection of consultancy and implementation with evidence-backed initiatives. So that's been my journey. Each role has been very different from the previous one.
How was your transition from the military to the private sector, and what qualities you carried over helped you with the transition?
Yeah, thank you for that question, Tane. So I kind of alluded to some of it earlier when I, went to IIM Calcutta. So that helped me smoothen the transition bit and exposed me to a very different kind of approach. Armed forces, you normally don't question anything, whereas here everything was started with a question. So very interesting, and being with youngsters who were from the IT background and diverse backgrounds, it was a great learning experience. Having said that, there are some core qualities that come with you as part of the package from the armed forces. I think integrity, unwavering commitment to the task at hand, team spirit. So these are some things that are inbred into the armed forces. So if someone like me comes out after 20 years, I mean, these three are kind of given qualities inside. But also there is plenty of adaptability and the interest to learn what's beyond the cantonment. So I think that's what I bring in.
So what, according to you, consists of true leadership?
Okay, so here is the thing. In the armed forces, it's like one line, leading from the front, which actually encapsulates everything. However, as I have grown in the corporate, I have also seen that a true leader should be inspirational, should be able to inspire everyone towards a common goal, motivate people. And that motivation may not be similar to what is there in the armed forces. It could be a balance of what that person needs from the organization, whereas there was no question. So what I would say about leadership is that basically effective leaders possess a unique blend of qualities. Some of these are vision, integrity, empathy. So this empathy, of course, again carries on from the armed forces, but here empathy takes a different meaning. The capacity to communicate, collaborate. So these are, I think, so most of these are common denominators across the fields. Yeah, so these I think would encapsulate a leader. If you have all of these, you will have a perfect leader in front of you.
So what kindled your interest in ESG and corporate governance?
Okay, so what piqued my interest initially was the ICICI Bank tenure that I spoke about recently, just now, that the ICICI Bank focuses so much on emission reduction that every project is seen with that eye. One in the existing buildings, in the new buildings, and also a lot on the solar emission. So there is accountability, there is review and monitoring at a constant level, and there were visionary leaders. So that was what piqued my interest in the space. But however, now in this present role where I'm working in the healthcare sector, so I would kind of say that a little more of social pivot has happened. I am understanding how we are working with the society, how we are trying to improve outcomes in a very evidence-based way. So the whole of ESG, including governance, of course, is a part of my core right now. So this is how I can say that I am now completely into ESG, and the Directors Institute capsule on ESG was excellent again, very eye-opening.
So as an ESG and corporate governance expert, what values do you bring to the table?
Like I said, one is this whole evidence-based approach to solving problems, using technology, not just at the fringe or the margins, but at the core of solutions. I think these would definitely help in solving any problem. So in ESG, of course, a little bit of motivation from inside, the understanding of the challenges, the whole sustainable development goals, understanding of that is, I think, is the sense of understanding and focusing on ESG. So as an expert, so to say, I have been able to blend my operational skills, my tactical understanding of things, strategic prowess towards solving some of these. So, for example, now, from pure healthcare play in, in the Clinton Foundation, we are also trying to get to the intersection of health and climate change. And that becomes so much easier.
So, what are some of the most remarkable changes you have seen in your field with changes in technology? And what changes do you expect to see with the advent of IoT, AI, ML, blockchain, cloud, digital twin, big data, and Web 3.0?
Sure. So maybe I could start with the IoT bit. So, like, for example, in a day-to-day use, I can say all of us went through a trying time during the COVID outbreak in 20. There was a shortage of oxygen. Today, our organization is working on the oxygen supply chain, and we are using at the cusp of using IoT to ensure that there is adequate supply to manage day-to-day affairs, and adequate supply to even cater to surge in demand. So which is what we saw that time. That's one. Then the whole use of AI and ML in healthcare is mind-boggling today. So when we worked on maternal health and infant mortality, children dying early, we had access to a lot of data. So we use that data to come out with some learnings out of that using AI and ML and doing very targeted kind of interventions. So I think this has now become core. You cannot not use AI and ML and do well in your work.
So we are building a community of industry magnates. The move is meant for cross-pollination of knowledge and building a knowledge-sharing community of corporate giants and industry experts. What are your thoughts about this initiative taken by Mr. Zishan Pathan, Mr. Heval Mehta, and the whole World Development Corporation Group?
Tanay, I think that's very, very interesting. So, at this stage, I was wondering that what next in my career. So I think this was a fantastic opening that I got. Of course, there was marketing that after which I got to see about, learn about Directors Institute. Today, I think we are facing a diverse set of problems, from very first world kind of problem, or rather third world, to first world kind of challenges. And I think you are sitting at the right place to be able to get together talent and contribute to the industry, to the nation, contribute towards ESG, contribute towards healthy GDP. I am floored by this experience.
Great, sir. It was fantastic conversing with you, and I'm confident that your insights will truly inspire future leaders. Thank you so much once again for joining us today, sir, and wish you the best for your future endeavors.
Thank you so much, Tane. It was excellent talking to you. I love talking to you.
Pleasure's all mine, sir. Have a great day ahead.
Thank you.